Let's go.
The Ace and TJ family presents Unfiltered, Uncensored, and Uninterrupted. Well, almost.
Right ahead. Let's go.
This is Share Funny from the Ace and TJ Show Plus.
Unrelenting, unapologetic. However many other uns we can throw in there. Uncivilized. This would be another one.
Unclean. Unconscious.
Has anybody been going and seeing Share Funny on demand videos and stuff?
Yeah. I went to see the live one the other day.
No, I mean like the masses. Anybody?
Oh no.
No.
Yeah,
You got
the
viewership.
numbers are pretty good.
All right.
I mean, not as good as my Facebook TikTok that did 1.1 million views so far. I'm just saying.
Yeah. But a Facebook TikTok.
Yeah, Facebook. What the heck is a Facebook TikTok?
It's a TikTok I put on Facebook, our Facebook page, and it has done over 1.1 million views. So before you say anything else,
Do you know who
seven
thinks
figures.
Facebook is cool?
yeah, I'm just saying. We're working on that. We work there, and it's working for us. So let's not be putting people down who pay attention to our Facebook page.
All right.
Ace,
Yes.
speaking of you and your young wife
Right.
making TikToks and all, did you see that comedian Dane Cook is engaged to
I saw that.
his longtime love, quote unquote, longtime love, Kelsey Taylor? They're engaged. He's 50, she's 23.
Yeah, and the headline I saw said Dane Cook has been dating his fiance since she was a teenager, and people are grossed out. So technically, I guess maybe they started dating. She must have been 18 or 19 when they started dating, and he was in his 40s.
But I think he knew her when she was 14 too, though.
Well, but if he didn't do anything with her until she was 18, then
Still, that means he was waiting for her to turn 18.
No, it doesn't
Yes, it
necessarily mean
does.
he was waiting for her to
It
turn
does.
18.
yeah, usually that.
It does lead you
And
to
that's
believe
gross
that.
because that means that he
you
looked
think
at
that's-
her and was like,
4 years, I'm coming for you.
yup, better
She's,
wait on me, girl.
Wow, Rob, that was creepy.
That's not me. That was what Dane Cook said.
I'm coming for you.
Yeah, she's really pretty.
No kidding.
And she looks about 17.
Yeah.
It's especially, there's a picture of the two of them together, and she's got her hair pulled up in a bun, wearing a hoodie, just like casual, and she looks even younger. So it makes it look, that much more drastic because he looks 50 now.
Yeah.
Then again, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. He's 50. So he looks. But that's a bigger difference, isn't it, Ace? Or is it just a year's difference?
Wait, what? How old is she now?
23 and he's 50. So
No,
yours is 24 years difference.
Right. And his would be 23 and 50 is 29 years difference.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's just gross.
Isn't it 27?
Wait, is it? Wait,
Whatever it is,
he's
if it's-
fi-
if
I'm
it's-
sorry. You're right. He's 50. I thought he said he was 53. He's 50. Yeah.
Yeah, you're like
20.
54, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
so-
47 when Amanda and I met. I might have been 48 when we met, and it was right before she turned 25.
She had just thrown her graduation cap.
Eee, cute.
She was how old? Just
Right at 25.
yeah.
We met.
Because
I was 47. Just about to turn 40.
when he came, we were at an appearance when he brought her for the first time out into the public together and introduced her to us. And as soon as she went to the bathroom, my wife looked at Ace and goes, "David, how old is she?"
Yeah. True story.
And his
What did he say?
response, "She's almost 25."
Yeah.
Ace, you were really trying to justify it?
Yeah, that's what. That was in May.
No, like just be like,
Yeah.
she's about to be 25.
Yeah, that was in May, and it was 2 weeks before my birthday and 1 month before her birthday, because our birthdays are pretty close together. Our birthdays are a month apart. So
How old is she?
yeah, I was like, Jody, I don't need you to be judged right now.
She didn't though. She's like, "Oh, no,
Ooh,
more power to you."
Yeah.
you were ready to show her off, huh?
It was our first date out. That was the first place we ever went in public together.
Nice. Like, look at this young thing on my arm.
It wasn't like that at all. Just out on a date. It was right after that. Maybe later that summer, probably in July, we went to a Charlotte Knights AAA game. And I told the story on the radio, but there was a lady that came down and introduced herself. I was seated on the aisle. Amanda was seated to my left. She came down and introduced herself and said, "Excuse me, are you Ace from Ace and TJ Show?" And I said, "Yes." She was, "Oh my gosh, I listen to you every day. Could we get a picture?" And I said, "Sure." And so they came down, and it was two couples. And they all came down to take a picture. They were a couple rows behind us. And as I stood up, Amanda stood up. She said, "Here, hand me your camera. I'll take the picture." And the lady goes, "Oh, is that Peyton?" And I said, I just kind of went, I shook my head. No, I was like, "That's my date." And she goes, "Oh my God, I am so very sorry."
That's hilarious.
And we laughed about it. It happens.
I think that was the day that you and Amanda came to Sea Level to eat, and I was working. Wasn't it after a Knights game? You guys had gone there or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
probably
it was that time.
Use guys.
Yous guys.
Yeah. We only went to one that summer. It would have to be that night. Yeah.
Yep.
I think we only went to one.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Kids get in free.
That's how you took her.
Yep.
Yeah.
He was on a budget.
Yeah.
She got free crayons.
You want to see the fireworks?
Yeah. He
Did you
wasn't
some
on.
popcorn?
He wasn't on. He didn't have to be on a budget
All
then.
But I don't know if y'all know already who this is, but if you had to guess whose celebrity child this is, who would you think?
Yeah, I know who that is.
I know who that is.
You already know who it is?
Yeah.
I'm not good at this type of stuff. So who is it?
It's a woman. Her mom, well, both of her parents are celebrities, but her mom.
That it looks like Angelina Jolie's
exactly.
kid. Okay, yeah.
Just exactly like her.
Yeah, if I looked
Yeah.
at her face more, yeah. Which means she's only going to get more attractive as she gets older.
Okay. All right, Ace.
No, I don't know how old
down.
that kid is. I just mean, how old is that person?
Oh,
TJ?
she's going to be so
I
hot.
don't know. She's a teenager.
No, my point
Countdown's
is
on.
Angelina Jolie gets more. That's my point is about Angelina Jolie. She gets more attractive. I think every time I see her,
Yeah.
the older she gets, the more attractive Angelina Jolie gets in
Yeah.
my book. I wasn't talking about the
I
Oh
know,
yeah,
it's
she
just
ain't even blossomed yet.
He's so damn hot.
My comment was directed to Angelina Jolie,
I know,
not
it's just
about
weird
the
that we
kid.
had gone right from that conversation. Oh, you gonna drive the
She's
boys
gonna
wild?
be a heartbreaker. I'm gonna tell you. You gonna have to lock her up.
Not the point I was trying to make. I was speaking about Angelina Jolie.
Boy's gonna be lining up at the door.
Oh my God!
You're gonna have to watch that one now.
Do you like Dairy Queen?
That is messed up. That is not right.
I heard of a dilly bar. She's pretty.
Yeah. Then her dad gets, he's staying good looking. Yeah.
It doesn't help.
Yeah,
It doesn't hurt.
he's doing okay.
But she looks nothing like her dad, so
yeah.
so you would
eyes,
have to judge.
right?
I don't know. But if you got Angelina Jolie's mouth, then nobody sees anything else, I don't
Yeah.
think, in your face. And she does. She's got that Angelina Jolie mouth. She got an Angelina Jolie mouth on her. They need to straighten it out.
I do want to go see Brad Pitt's new movie, though. It looks pretty good.
The train one?
Yeah, I think it looks pretty good.
It does.
He's so fun.
Is it out? Did it come out Friday or is it out this week? I think it's this Friday. I'm not sure.
Bullet
Train?
Train?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bullet Train is the name of it. It may already be out.
It's like a Liam Neeson kind of character kind of thing.
But with a very dry sense of humor.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I think it'll probably be one of those that has all those too many quick edits and stuff for me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Quick edits or
Yeah,
you got to add that to the list.
it's like watching a strobe light. So it's and it doesn't look real. The fight scenes don't look real when they're just so edited, and it's like sports highlights now. Not that I'll ever watch ESPN because I don't like all the communism on there and stuff, but when they make a highlight or it's the beginning of a show that's coming on and they're showing highlight, it goes so fast and it's only like a half second of this and that and just that style I don't like it.
Yeah.
I'm against it.
You know.
Add that to the list.
Well, yeah, he had a good one the other day during the Elvis movie because there's too many fade-ins and fade-outs.
Oh my God.
We got to add that to the list now too.
Yeah.
No fade-ins.
Well, it's like stuff like they would show a slot machine rolling, and then they would throw that up and then go in a circle with other things like the Colonel Tom Parker's face, and then the voices are in the background. It's just like a psychedelic looking art scene. Yeah, I just don't. I like the movie,
like that.
but I don't like that stuff.
Yeah.
I don't like all that fade ins and fade outs and flashbacks.
And psychedelic stuff.
Yeah.
So, he wants his movies the old-fashioned way.
One long cut.
Yeah,
One shot.
single camera.
Single camera just moving the entire time.
Swear to God, if you got a cut in there, I'm out.
The whole movie's got to happen in this one room. We just roll it back and forth.
And you know what it's from? All of those editors in the sports news places and all of the movie editors and all that, they're all nerds. So they're trying to make everything look like a superhero movie with the same style of a superhero movie, and it doesn't work. Yeah. Back to the drawing board, nerds.
Nice try.
Yeah.
Dweebs.
I also think people's attention spans are a lot shorter these days, and so they try to make more cuts to seem like it's moving more with more action.
Yeah, but they're not showing any action. They're cutting. There's no action. It's just a flash. Boom, 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 and there's no action.
Still makes you feel like you're seeing more.
Yeah, well, I'm not dumb enough to fall for that, so I guess that's what the problem is.
Not getting me.
Yeah, I'm not dumb enough to say, "Oh, I'm seeing a lot of action here," but just because it cuts from one thing to the other really fast.
Yeah.
Action.
What the heck?
You need more sophisticated.
What happened to the action?
Was that a picture of Brad Pitt you just put at Riggins at the premiere of Bullet Train?
Yeah, he
In a
looks
skirt?
like someone's grandma.
He was wearing a dress. Yeah.
He had a skirt, cardigan, and a loose shirt.
Yeah.
Still look good, didn't he?
He just does. I don't care.
It just worked for him.
Boy, come here.
They'll do anything for attention. Even Brad Pitt, who doesn't need to do any kind of stupid shit to get attention, he's gonna wear a dress to the premiere of something. He says because it was hot.
He needed to let the guys breathe.
Yeah. So that tells me that he's got swamp ass and sweaty balls.
Still love him.
Mm-hmm.
Sweaty balls and all.
Sweaty balls and all.
Brad Pitt's like in his 50s.
Yes.
You're okay with that?
Yeah, because he's hot
Oh, okay.
He's
and
a
has
good-looking
money.
man. He's 58.
He's 58?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's old.
He's about to be like 60?
Yeah,
what 50
that's his
is.
official birthday. Is about to be like 60.
Gotta be like 60.
Yeah.
Damn. I like that.
Why? Because he's closer to death and would leave you the money if he's married to you.
So
Because he
you-
just looks so good.
Yeah,
you hook
he
up with
does.
Brad Pitt, who's 26 years older than you.
Yes.
Or yeah, you're about to be 32, right? Yeah. So, but you make fun of the fact that Amanda and I are together, and she's 24 years younger than me.
Yeah, but that's Brad Pitt
Yeah, are you
and
trying to draw
your ace.
Yeah, I am trying to draw a comparison.
I heard you a minute ago. You were like, "Oh, Brad Pitt's in the 50s."
Like, yeah, and
That's what I'm saying.
it's Brad Pitt.
Yeah,
He's
My uncle's in his 50s.
exactly.
I'm just saying.
He's fine as hell.
One you think is creepy, the
Yeah.
other you think is okay because he's a celebrity.
And, no, because he's hot.
Okay, he's a hot celebrity and rich.
Yeah, he doesn't have to be a celebrity. If I just saw him looking like that,
Yeah.
I'd be like, oof.
Even if he's poor.
Not like in
That's
that
a lie.
outfit.
We all
Not in
know
that
that's a lie.
outfit. But if
That's
I
not
just
true.
saw Brad Pitt out and he wasn't a famous person, I would think he's hot.
If you saw somebody dressed like Johnny Depp, you'd think he's a total asshole.
No,
I would.
but I'm
A
talking about
regular
Brad
person.
Pitt.
Well, they're the same. It's the same thing, though. They're dressing.
No, I didn't say in that outfit. I said Brad Pitt as we've known him.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Fine.
If you just saw him out in regular clothes
Right.
or a suit
Yeah, exactly.
somewhere.
I'd be
Yeah.
like, hell yeah. Or
All
just
right,
regular
what about,
clothes.
do you think Johnny Depp is hot?
Yes.
Okay, so if you saw Johnny Depp in just regular clothes and he's in a restaurant and he's not Johnny Depp, looking exactly like that.
See, I kind of like that look if someone can pull it off.
Yeah, but there's a difference in kind of liking a look that somebody would pull off
I would think it's sexy.
and then going over and saying let's hook up.
Yeah, because he has that bad boy kind of like mysterious. I want to know
Both
more.
of them, Brad
Yeah.
Pitt and Johnny Depp, they both look like they stink to me.
Yeah, and they probably smell delicious. Like,
I bet they do stink.
no.
That used to be a rumor about Brad Pitt, like years ago in his movies and stuff. People would say that because he was kind of an all natural person. Yeah. I don't know if that were true, but if that was true, but yeah, that used to be a thing. Brad Pitt stinks.
I do think the fact that they're a celebrity automatically adds to their attractiveness. You find them more attractive because you do like their work, you like their movies, whatever the case might be. You feel like you know them more than you would a normal person. So there is a difference between seeing Johnny Depp if you go into North Italia on South Boulevard in Charlotte, and there's Johnny Depp sitting at the bar, you're like, damn, that's Johnny Depp, and he looks hotter than if you walked in and there's Johnny Depp, who's not famous, looking exactly the same way with a bunch of necklaces and rings and everything. You think, that guy's got good style, but you wouldn't find him as
He's
hot.
interesting. Yeah.
Either way, I think he looked like a clown.
Yeah.
Either way, I'd walk in and go, damn, that's cool.
Yeah.
How many thumb rings you're wearing, Johnny?
I like it.
Yeah.
I bet he's badass.
Oh, yeah.
What about Amber Heard saying he's got ED?
What's that?
He suffers from ED.
Maybe because it was her fault.
The ED.
You wouldn't suffer with that with me.
Finishing school's really paying off for you, isn't it?
He ain't suffering around me.
This is the Share Funny podcast from the Ace and TJ family. More next.
When disaster strikes, you can count on the emergency damage experts at Paul Davis. Fire, flood, mold, or a storm, it doesn't matter. You can contact Paul Davis. Always devoted, always polite, always respectful of your needs. Learn more at acetj.com/Paul Davis.
Woo! Papa John's just took their fresh, never frozen dough and hand stretched it New York style. So you can fold it or not. I ain't gonna lie though, I fold it. Get a New York style pizza from Papa John's.
Hey, it's Riggins from the Ace and TJ Show, reminding you that every Friday I do the Week in Review, which is sponsored by Calitrin. Learn more at acetj.com/weight loss.
This is the Share Funny podcast from the Ace and TJ family. Let's go!
What you looking at, Riggins? Boo? He's looking at something that said, oh my God. Oh.
I saw this yesterday.
Yeah, I did too.
Where you go?
Boom. Yeah, my son showed me that. It's a guy jumping his bicycle
Oh, man.
up off of a ramp and into this little suite area where people are sitting and just face first into a chair.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to be
Yeah.
cool
Boom.
and jump out of the arena, so to speak, and into a private box. And he comes up short, hits the railing, and it just launches him over the handlebars.
Yeah, and he's not wearing a helmet.
And he lands
or
on his
anything.
shoulder and the side of his face.
Goddamn cargo shorts.
Yeah, and no
What the hell you doing?
helmets or pads or anything. Aren't you supposed to wear some helmets?
Did he steal that bike? That's what he said. He stole somebody's bike.
Doesn't even look like a
He's not
professional.
prepared at all.
He
It's just
hits so damn hard. It's unbelievable. I watched that probably 10 times yesterday. Like, damn. And he doesn't get up. He just rolls over on his back. And
That's going to be you on that bike in a couple weeks, Ace. Just gonna eat shit.
But like multiple times.
For like days.
Yeah. He's gonna get on that bike and fall off.
damn,
Get
I
off.
got to get started on
You
that.
start tipping over.
I need to get started making that happen.
So, Riggins, you start moving this week?
Yeah.
To your new place?
Yep.
Are you having to send a change of address card out to all your chicks
Hey, listen.
in the city?
Come through. You know where. Yeah. I got to do all that stuff. Change of address, move services, all that stuff.
You know, you can
Did
do
you
that.
say change of address? Vadress?
Change of change. It's the address.
Yeah. You know, you can do that through the post office website, and if you pay like $25, it takes care of all of your bills and everything. It changes all your
really?
addresses.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I need to do that.
Yeah,
Or-
it makes it very easy.
I bet.
Yeah. Or you can just pay $2 and they'll forward your mail.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, some of the things don't carry over. Like it's a different power company, different cable company, different water, different trash. So I got to get a bunch of this stuff set up this week, and it
Oh, God, I would hate that.
Oh my God! And the worst one is dealing with the city.
Yeah.
You know, because you're dealing
government people.
No, I didn't want to say that. And it's like water. It's like $2 a month or whatever it costs, and it's like this is the one that's going to be a pain in the ass. The water.
It's just the $19 bill every month. Like, come on, man.
But those are the kinds of things that happen in my house that just make me so thankful for my wife.
Yeah.
She handles all of that.
And it takes all afternoon to do these simple things.
Yeah. Now, it's not perfect the way she handles it, because I would like for her to handle it like she does, but then I don't want to hear about it when I get home. Like the water people screwing her over and giving her the runaround and all that. I just, shh about that and everything else.
Anything that you're about to say.
No, I'm kidding. But yeah, that is a blessing that I have that's what she does.
Yeah.
Because, I wouldn't get a damn thing turned on. I'd be like, I'll call him tomorrow.
You'd just be sitting there in the dark.
The only thing I would have to have the power on so I could have the TV. But
and the
other than
AC?
that, yeah.
He'd be like, well, what time is it? Well, it's 3. I'll be going to bed soon. It's going to be dark. I'll call him tomorrow.
Yeah, by the time they put me on hold and I wait through all that, it'll be time to go to bed. So,
yeah.
I'll catch it tomorrow. I'll try to call right after the show tomorrow. And then don't do it.
Yeah, if somebody works for Charlotte Water, hit me up on the DMs. If you can get me like a front row spot. I was on hold for like an hour yesterday. I'm like, who the hell's calling about water on a Tuesday?
They probably have one person taking care of a bunch of different stuff.
Oh, my God.
That's what happens when you move up to the suburbs.
I know.
Small town suburbs.
Well, and hey, there's a shortage of employees everywhere.
But it's run out of the big city, though, right?
Yeah.
It says Charlotte Water.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know.
Never mind.
Mm-hmm.
It's a pain in the
You just always trying to hate on something.
Ain't nobody hating on anything.
Move out of a dumpster in the city if you want. Don't be throwing off on our shit.
Hey, you lived up in University area, so relax over there.
Because I was in school. I was a student.
No, you were not.
Of course I was in the university
No.
area because I was a student.
You lived off of W.T. Harris, so relax yourself.
Yeah.
But again, at the
Next to
time,
a smoke shop, probably.
at the time, it was that's what frustrates me. She always laughs about that. Like now, it's not such a great area necessarily, but then it was a totally different. That was 23 years ago. It was a totally different area.
It doesn't matter. I mean, I've always, I've always talked about how we did come from humble beginnings.
Sure.
And you talk about where that I live in a very bad area, but it's like, well, remember your roots.
Know where you came from.
Remember where you came from.
Right. I came from a town of 6,000 people in rural Louisiana. I didn't come from the W.T. Harris of Charlotte.
Basically.
I just stopped there for 6 months.
Right.
Till I could get my house built out here.
Yeah.
That was your first place in Charlotte. That set the tone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
For me to get the hell out of there.
And for me, it was the same company as the apartments I lived in Birmingham at the time. So they were like, you don't even have to pay any money. Everything transfers.
Well, yeah, it's WT Harris. They're like, oh, please, here, it's free.
Had a welcome basket with a Glock in it.
Oh, yeah.
They were like, oh, yes, we get people to move in here finally. And they work for the radio.
It was a thriving, safe area at the time.
I'm just laughing because I lived on that bitch too.
I live on the east side.
I don't know what that means.
East side of my road, Lawyers Road, Idlewild.
Okay, but I still don't know what that means. That it's a rough area. The east side is the rough
East
area
side
of Charlotte.
It's a very cultural area of Charlotte.
Okay. Well, what is the safe side or not rough side of Charlotte?
These days,
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
maybe South Park,
Nope.
Valentine, maybe a little bit. I don't know. No. I mean, where I live is safe.
They kill him up all the time.
I would say Alexis is probably the safest area of Charlotte.
Yeah, I live in a really safe area. Well, I wouldn't say really safe, but
Safer than most parts of Charlotte.
Not
Yeah.
a safe sex area.
what?
Right.
There's women getting knocked up all over the place
Get out
over
of
there.
here.
Y'all don't practice safe sex over there in that part of Charlotte. That's what I heard.
Rob, do you live in a safe? You're pretty safe, right?
Yeah, I'm near downtown Fort Mill.
Yeah, Fort Mill's a good area.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
We just have to make sure that Rob's house never catches on fire because he won't get out.
Yeah, I mean, that's what's unsafe.
He can't move.
They'll be like, run! I am.
Exhausting himself, watching too much TV in a row. I had to take a break from watching Breaking Bad.
Yeah,
I was winded.
That's what he said during the show today. You missed it.
I had to take a break.
He got winded.
Because I got to take a break and do my stretches. I'm tired.
I had to take a break and do my stretches.
Breaking Bad is intense, okay?
It's
The
gonna
train
happen with
robbery,
Walt.
the train robbery episode really had my heart pounding.
Oh, God.
It's gonna happen with Jesse and Walt.
Do my stretches.
Do my yoga.
Oh,
Got to get a sweat rag and all before he sits back down to watch the next episode.
He's so serious, too.
Yeah.
do my yogi stretches.
Yeah. Well, I had to take a break because I had to
I
do
hate y'all.
stretches.
So how many times a day are you doing the stretches now, Rob, for your bulging disc?
Every 2 to 3 hours still.
Okay.
So you're still doing them in there every day?
No, I haven't been doing as much here because kind of busy. But
Yeah, you be busy.
He's walking way straighter and way more. It looks like he's doing way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he doesn't have that prance anymore.
Yeah. Not exactly gallivanting around the studio.
He came in much more upright today, though, than I've seen him the past 2 days.
I don't like calling it a prance. But
Yeah. I was like, that's funny. You prancing, yo prancing ass.
Look at you, Prancer.
Where's Donder? Blitzing.
Rob, come here with your prance on ass.
Yeah, he's far from prancing. Yet.
Yeah.
A couple more days of
There's a little
stretches.
shuffling still, though.
Yeah.
Shuffling ass.
But we don't know. We haven't seen him walk more than 4 or 5 steps. And when he stands up in there, he just walks straight in here. So he may walk straighter than that after he's been out of the chair for a little bit.
actually, it kind of declines.
Oh, it does?
As I walk.
I mean,
So
who has seen him walk more than 4 or 5 steps? Who's that person?
It's funny that's meant to be shared. This is the Share Funny Podcast from the Ace and TJ family.
If you want to sleep better and lose weight, then the product that you need is called Calitrin, or you can pronounce it Calitrin. Very easy for you to get. Just go to acetj.com/weight loss. acetj.com/weight loss for Calitrin.
When disaster strikes, you can count on the emergency damage experts at Paul Davis. Fire, flood, mold, or a storm, it doesn't matter. You can contact Paul Davis. Always devoted, always polite, always respectful of your needs. Learn more at acetj.com/Paul Davis.
Now, more of the Share Funny Podcast.
Hey, I don't bid in auctions. And I don't know that I ever have, other than a silent auction. Maybe I would go by the table and do that. But I think I'm gonna join this auction that they've been publicizing. It's Elvis's lost jewelry. It's a collection of jewelry that he gave to Colonel Tom Parker, and nobody's been able to locate it for decades. And so this auction house has done the investigation and found it, and worked with Priscilla, even though Scylla doesn't own any of it. She's helped put it all together for I think they're going to auction it pretty soon. There's also a guitar in there, and I guess they're figuring, well, with the popularity of that movie and everybody's into Elvis right now, we'll cash in on it. I'm not sure, but when it comes to jewelry, accessorizing, and things like that, Elvis was not a minimalist. Right. He was not what you would call subtle when it came to accessorizing. I'm not a fan of jewelry on men anyway. But, Elvis was, that was part of his style. And it was back in the 70s when he started wearing all that jewelry and stuff. So guys were more flashy, I guess, back then. But
Who owns the jewelry? Is it
Priscilla?
Graceland, the estate or something.
Yeah, probably the estate. But Priscilla doesn't own any of it. She just helped get the collection together and all that. Because that Colonel Tom Parker was a piece of shit. And that's mainly what the movie is about. That's out now. That should actually be called Colonel Tom Parker Was a Piece of Shit. Y'all going to the movies Friday? Yeah. What are you going to see? Colonel Parker was a piece of shit. Colonel Tom Parker was a piece of shit.
There's so much stuff here, but look at one of the pictures online. There's a ring that has a huge. It's rectangular, gold, and it has a huge diamond at the top, and then it says. Across the bottom it says TCB in a triangular shape, and the TC and the B are all encrusted with diamonds. The thing's got to be as big as knuckle to knuckle when you put it on. It has to be.
What is TCB?
Taking care of business.
Oh,
Hell
you
yeah.
don't know that?
Everybody in Elvis's
TCB,
inner
baby.
circle got a necklace. When you made the inner circle, you got a necklace with a lightning bolt. It said TCB. And that meant you were you were part of the Memphis Mafia at that point.
Can we do that?
Do what?
I'll get necklaces, matching ones.
What would it be?
I don't know, but
No. Candy necklace. You want a candy necklace? We'll get you one of those.
We make necklaces at ATJ.
Yeah.
yeah, that's cool.
It is.
ATJ squad
Yeah.
goals.
That's,
Yeah, I'm
that's an
not
awfully
a-
big
I'm
necklace
not a-
now.
Yeah. And then there's a picture of it looks like a solid gold lighter with a clock in it.
Yeah.
And then it has EP engraved on it. I don't know what that stands for. But it must have meant something to him. EP.
There are two necklaces that are just huge. Are they animal teeth or something? What is that? Like a shark's tooth or something that's encased in gold at the top? That's, You talk about gaudy. But hey, the 70s were a gaudy time. They really were. There was some, and having lived through that as a child, there was some just, bad fashion.
But Elvis even had his robe and pajamas, had that big giant collar like his jumpsuits did that he performed in.
That's what I'm going for, my next robe.
A collar.
Yeah, I want a collar, maybe my name on the back.
You don't need that.
Yeah. Like in cursive, it'll say El Papa Diablo across the back of my robe. That
And then
would
with
be so
rhinestones.
great. I don't want rhinestones because they'd be uncomfortable when you're trying to lay down. I lounge too much in my robe. That's the way to do it.
God.
That's the way to do it.
In my robe.
Yep.
He's a robe guy.
He's a robe guy.
I am
He's
a
always
robe
been a robe guy.
I love my robe. I have always loved a robe. I get
Is it
comfortable
just
in it.
just the terry cloth one, or is that for the winter terry cloth robe?
No, it's just the same
thicker
one.
and
No, it's just the same one all the
no
time.
silky
No.
Hefner type robe.
No.
Eating oatmeal, you're in a robe. It's just like you're just embracing old guy lifestyle to the fullest.
But I mean, even when I was in my 20s, I had
You had a robe?
Yeah.
AKA house coat.
It was a house coat?
Yeah, like my ex-wife bought me a robe, probably one of the first Christmases we ever spent together, and had my initials on it.
Yeah, but that was a clan robe, so it was different.
Yeah, I've always enjoyed relaxing in a robe.
Yeah, one of the first gifts my wife ever gave me was a probe.
Ew.
Get ready. Merry Christmas.
The really nice lady Jill that is in the office right
Yeah.
next to us. It's my wife's friend. She came over last night to hang out with Jody. And it was probably about 7:15 or so when she got there, so late.
Super late.
No, she was hanging out with Jody, and I went on to my regular bed time. But before I went, she said, "Come here, let me show you what I brought." It always comes bearing gifts, and I saw her walk up with it on the porch, and Jody was opening the door, and I just saw it looked like she had a plant. And I walked out onto the porch, and she said, "Look, I brought you this." and it's a rosemary bush. Mm-hmm. And I thought, and I even said, "Oh, well, that's cool," because we had a rosemary bush at one of our houses years ago, and I like to cook, and I use, if I can use fresh herbs, I will do so. But then she said, "Yeah, you just need to plant it in direct sunlight and all that." I'm like, "Oh." The other one was already planted in the house whenever we moved in.
Suddenly, I got to dig a hole.
Right, and I don't know anything about growing bushes or anything.
This could be the start of a new.
I know,
something new
but
for you.
if I plant it out there and then it dies, and then she comes over again, she says, "How's the rosemary bush?" I'll be like, "Ugh."
Well, you gotta like water it and talk to it.
Yeah, right. Good and damn well I'm not talking to a plant.
Why not?
Well, I mean, maybe it's just a hang up with me, but it's stupid.
We got to do what? Talk to
Yeah.
it.
You do.
Yeah, that's
you
not going to
gotta-
fly in that house.
You gotta say you're gonna grow
Yeah.
so strong and big, and look at you. You look so beautiful today.
Yeah. How deep of a hole does one have to dig to plant a rosemary bush?
I don't know. How deep is the base of the plant?
Yeah.
I don't know.
The container. That's about how deep you want.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
a little bit more.
That's
Direct
pretty
sun.
easy.
Yeah, I'm just worried that I'm not going to do it right.
No, it's going to die. You're
Look it
gonna
up on
kill it.
YouTube. See if there are any special instructions or any tips on YouTube to make it grow.
How much you think somebody would charge to come plant
I
that?
can do it. I can do it.
How you going to do it? You can do it with a regular size shovel?
I have
Or
like
you need like a sand shovel and a pail?
Shut
That-
up.
I think
I
I'm
have
seeing-
gardening gloves and everything.
I'm seeing Ace
Oh.
TJ TV content right there. Alexis goes to TJ's house to plant
And
a
I mean,
rosemary bush.
I'm
She's
Hispanic.
talking to it. TJ's yelling at her from the porch like, "Shut up!" While he's drinking. There's your video
Yeah.
content.
You're right.
Landscaping runs.
But how often would you have to water it and do stuff to it, you think?
Probably, to get it started, probably I don't know, every other day. You want to keep it moist for the first couple weeks.
Okay, so then I would plant it then out in the middle of the backyard.
Yeah.
So the sprinklers can hit it.
It's a good
Oh
idea.
my
So I
gosh,
won't-
just a rosemary bush in the bed randomly.
On average,
Yeah, but we do have some sprinklers in the flower beds and stuff, so put it in there.
yeah, on average, you water rosemary every 1 to 2 weeks, depending on the plant size and climate conditions.
Yeah.
Allow the plants to dry out thoroughly between each watering. Every 1 to 2 weeks, it's gonna rain
I love
once every 1 to 2
rosemary.
weeks. And it sounds like this. You want to make sure it's not even in the line of the sprinkler somehow. I don't know how you do
Yeah,
that.
once it gets established. But for getting it set up, you probably want to add a little bit of water to it.
And I would get you like the cutest little watering bucket, so you can go out there in the mornings
It
and
needs a
water
hose,
it.
right?
Yeah, a watering bucket. That sounds perfect. A watering bucket. A watering bucket.
All you need to do
Water-
is
Yeah,
it needs
just,
an inch
put
of
the
water.
hose on it.
Yeah, it needs an inch of water every 7 to 14 days. That's it. Super easy.
Talk to
Yeah,
it. Get a watering bucket.
What did you say it's called?
Watering can.
Or
But still, a rosemary bush needs a hose put to it, I would think. 'Cause it's not like a house plant. or
yeah,
something.
but you can use it for grounding. Just be out there, one with nature.
But I don't grounding what? I don't need to be grounded.
Right.
My yard still has the little flags in it to show people where the water lines run from the construction of it.
Yeah. Get Alexis.
I'm
out
growing
there.
flags.
Get Alexis those little, what do you call those things where you find water? The sticks that you hold in your hand? She's just wandering around your backyard looking for the water. Yeah, that'd be hysterical.
That's gonna be the first thing I do when I get a house is like grow a bunch of plants and
Weed?
flowers. No, I'm not gonna grow weed.
Yeah, you're gonna have mushrooms and flowers.
Yep,
and
veggies.
Go plant stuff at Riggins' new house.
I don't think you can do that. I think you got to get approval for that.
From you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Share funny from the Ace and TJ family. More next.
One of the main things that we can do to make our homes stay comfortable is to make sure that there are no pests in the home. And the best way to do that is with our friends at Cardinal Environmental Solutions. Now, Cardinal Environmental Solutions has over 25 years of experience in the pest control industry. And the thing about it is that they are from this area. They serve the entire greater Charlotte area, and they grew up here in Charlotte. They raise their families here in Charlotte. They understand the climate, the soil types, all of the various pests that invade our homes, and they even deal with the bad mosquitoes that we have. So if you need someone to take care and make sure that your house is bug-free and rodent-free, then you need Cardinal Environmental Solutions. They're very easy to find. Just go to acetj.com/cardinal, acetj.com/cardinal, and start living pest-free today with Cardinal. If you want to sleep better and lose weight, then the product that you need is called Calitrin, or you can pronounce it Calitrin. Very easy for you to get. Just go to acetj.com/weight loss, acetj.com/weight loss for Calitrin.
Hey, it's funny you'll share. The Ace and TJ family presents the Share Funny Podcast from the Ace and TJ Show.
Isn't that what you call somebody who works for TCBY?
Yeah.
A what?
A yogurt slinger?
I love that.
Join our team of yogurt slingers. Paid training, 2 weeks off a year. Be a yogurt slinger.
Learn the art of yogurt slinging.
Sling some yogurt, won't you? Come on down. They should. They should absolutely do that.
If y'all have ever wondered what I would consider hell on earth, it exists in Minnesota. A 110-acre corn maze.
110 acres of corn maze. It's one maze? Is that big?
32 miles of pathways. Oh. It's unofficially the world's largest corn maze. Oh, my God.
Unofficially. Yeah, it sounds awful.
I know. It's just, it just makes me itch thinking about it.
I wonder how long it takes to get through.
But do you have to do all 32 miles, or is it like where you just pick a different path? Or I mean, I don't know.
It's got to be more than one. It can't be. You can't expect somebody to go through a 110-acre corn maze. It would take days.
Oh.
I don't think I've ever been in a corn maze at all.
And I don't ever want to.
I want to.
Oh, God.
Rob, you've done it, haven't you?
Oh, I've done more than one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's kind of Rob's kind of thing. I mean, that was what they did before escape rooms came along.
Then they put it inside, and I was like, I'm not doing a corn with it anymore.
How long does it take to do a corn maze, Rob?
It varies, but one time I think the first one we did was like 2 to 3 hours.
Oh, God. And was it at night?
No, I didn't do the night one.
Because you really can't, because the corn is so high that you're guessing at first. Just everything's kind of just a free for all of guessing which way to go, and did I go this way? I went that way, that kind of thing.
Yeah, you kind of like, the idea is generally to pick a direction and stick to that. Like, just walk right every time you get the opportunity, and then eventually you'll get an idea of where you're at.
What happens if you have to use the bathroom?
Well, you have to like hold up a flag, and they'll come find you and pull you out.
Oh, God.
So they do have a way to
for
get
you.
But they do have a way for you to get out. I never realized that. So if you get freaked out in law, you're like, I'm so frustrated and aggravated with it. I just want out of here. You can
They
hold
wouldn't
up a flag.
see my flag, though.
Yeah,
It's true.
Well, hopefully you don't go by yourself.
But you could climb a stalk of corn, though, and hold it up that way. Just climb to the top.
I've been stuck there forever.
and then you escape the corn maze, and then you're still in Minnesota.
Yeah.
That's like, oh shit.
2 to 3 hours though of being lost in a corn maze.
But they usually only do these around Halloween. And we used to do commercials for a place that had a corn maze that they would advertise, and part of it was they called Spooky Woods, and I always thought that would be a cool name if your last name was Woods, and they could call you Spooky. That would be cool.
Spooky Woods.
Spooky Woods. This is my friend Spooky Woods.
These corn mazes are wild.
I know.
I just
gives me the heebie-jeebies. What's the scientific
just
term?
watching these. I'm just looking at them, and they've got the way they're set up, and these the corn stalks are 10 feet high.
Yeah.
I wonder if they actually harvest the corn or it's just made for mazes. It's kind of interesting that it's called a maze. Corn. You know?
Uh-huh.
It's maze.
And many of them call it like a corn. Well, it's the same thing.
Corn.
Corn.
Yeah, these Riggins is showing some drone pictures, drone video footage of how people have made art out of them.
That's
cool.
pretty wild. That's beautiful.
St.
Right.
Thomas?
Yeah, there's
they got
usually a
corn in
theme.
St. Thomas?
No, this is in Minnesota.
Yeah, there could be other places other than
Holy shit, they have corn?
Corn there?
Yeah.
Wow.
What part of that photo would make you think that was the island of St. Thomas?
Twin Cities. Beautiful.
What the
Bahamas.
hell are you looking at? That makes you
Like,
for a
whoa.
moment think that looks like St. Thomas.
Wow.
Caribbean looks really different.
Yeah.
They got corn at St. Thomas.
Beautiful.
She just got mushrooms on the brain. That's all.
They got potato farms in the Bahamas.
Wow.
Aloha.
So what are you looking at?
So, Rob, did you say that they moved it inside? You're talking about escape rooms?
Yeah, so
okay,
once
so they're
escape
not
rooms came
corn
out-
mazes inside like a mall or something.
No, once escape rooms came out, I was done.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'll get my solving fix somewhere else.
So, is that still a thing? Escape rooms? Are there still any of those open?
I think so. I haven't done any in a long time, but
Yeah. So,
even before my back was messed up.
right. So, are they usually attached to swing clubs for swing dancing?
They're usually in office buildings for some reason.
Yeah.
I think there are probably, there are obviously a lot fewer of them than there used to be.
Yeah. Is that one still open that you worked for, Rob?
No, I worked there until he closed it down.
Oh, COVID.
No, it was right before COVID. He got lucky.
Oh.
He just moved to Tennessee.
Oh, okay. So he didn't shut down because the business went dry.
No, we kept trying to convince him not to close, but it worked out best for him.
So now it's back to the corn maze.
Yeah, I just did a Google search for escape rooms close to here. I knew there was one in Davidson, just down the road. There's another one in Statesville, just up the road, and one here in Mooresville. So there's like one in every town. It seems like.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do an escape room either. You do want to?
Yeah, I've never done
go
one.
with Rob. Rob will show you how to do it. Well, he can't do it with his back now.
No. He can sit
But
down
it'll
and just
give him
tell me
something-
where to look.
That'll give him something to put in the work for, though.
Yeah.
For sure.
Get to go back to an escape room.
Yeah, there's one probably not far from you down there, like this.
Yeah, I want to do that.
Yeah, the most popular one in the area is by the old studios.
Nice.
Yeah, on Stuart Andrew.
Yep.
Yeah, I just saw that.
Maybe that's what I'll do for my birthday.
A lot of people get dressed up for that.
Oh, I hope not.
It's gorgeous.
Who had I talked to the other day? They just did a while back. They did an escape room as part of a work
Team thing.
team building.
Oh, my
at
God.
Work.
We should
I would-
do that, guys.
Yep, that.
Let's
I
go
would-
team build.
I was just about to say, if I worked for a company and they made us do that, I'd probably get fired.
Why?
Because that just sounds miserable to me.
What if it's the most fun that we ever
I
have?
hate a breakout group, which is ultimately what that is, a breakout group.
Or it could be a bunch of pals just hanging out and having a good time.
But not everybody would be having a good time.
It's about how
I
you look
wouldn't-
at
I
it.
wouldn't be having a good time at an escape room.
They say the team
Choose
building
happiness.
outside of the office is an integral part of a building a strong company.
Yep.
Yeah,
works
well
in an
then
office?
let's do something that's not stupid.
Okay, what do you want to do that's team building?
We can go to the movies.
That's not we're not,
We can go out to eat.
Yeah, what a team building event.
that's not a team building.
Yeah.
We're all going to see Bullet Train with Brad Pitt when it comes out.
You
That's our
guys
team building.
can come sit at my house and watch TV.
Yeah.
No, I didn't say that.
Well, one of our team building things was to go watch a movie at TJ's house a long time ago.
Oh yeah, we did.
Why are you shaking your head, Riggins? That was fun that day.
Was it? I remember not having a seat, having to sit on the floor.
Wow, really good
We're not watching
planning.
Titanic.
The Share Funny Podcast is a production of the Ace and TJ family. To get more Ace and TJ 24/7, download the Ace and TJ app. Just search for Ace and TJ in your app store. All Share Funny material copyright ATJ Incorporated 2021.